Hey, see that memory lane? A lot of people don't know the story behind the song Memory Lane. What was going on when we wrote that song? So, when we wrote that song Memory Lane, we had just moved back to Alabama. So, me and my wife, Tornay, we was living um, in Alabama, and we moved to Oklahoma to help plant a church. So while we was in Oklahoma, now before we left, we had like several streams of income, and they was flowing. Stuff was flowing through those streams of income, and we prayed about it, and we heard God say, "Move to help plant this ministry." We heard move, so we moved, and we got there. God released us from that assignment within a week, and I'm like, "Come on, I know I heard God for us to come." Now we all the way out here in Oklahoma. Now the next move we made, we went to Mississippi. Now that was not a God. That was not a God said go to Mississippi. It was a we got it. We getting up out of Oklahoma because we're released from this, and let's just go there. So Mississippi was probably the probably one of the worst mistakes that we have made. So in Mississippi, no streams of income, like zero. At least in Oklahoma, I was working. So my wife went and got a job, and while I was working on the album, so I was working on the album that y'all listening to, and we ended up getting out of Mississippi. We were like stripped of everything. We came back to Birmingham. Even like us leaving Mississippi, we had pawned our rings, our wedding rings, so that we can have some money. And right before, so we had some money to pay our rent for real. So we're living in some apartments in Mississippi. So right before we left, we was blessed with some finances, so we can go ahead. So we took that money, we got our rings, wedding rings back from the pawn shop before we actually came back to Birmingham. So now we in Birmingham, don't have a house. We were blessed to live with my wife's family, my wife's sister family. So we living with her sister family, and that was a blessing. So neither one of us have zero jobs, zero streams of income, and I'm sitting up here writing Memory Lane. So when you hear Memory Lane, the song, you hear it's full of joy. Just thinking back. So I had to take myself. So I had to take myself to a place that no one can take from me. The streams of income, they got took. The house gone. But a person can't take your memory. So I went back and just started thinking of those memories that we had. Me growing up, going to grandma's house, the barbecues, playing cards, auntie running kitty on them spades. Just thinking about the video games used to play, how you had to be in the house before the street lights come on, green light, red light, just a lot of stuff just growing up. So I went back to those places and I wrote this song. So my wife, she helped write the hook. So when you hear the hook, it's so good. It's so good. So it's like, that's something that no one can take from you. A person listening to this song, they couldn't imagine that that's what we was going through when we wrote this song. You wanna got that. That Memory Lane was created when we was in a situation that was not a good situation. Like that, and so I just wanna just encourage somebody that's not in a great situation. It's temporary. So while you waiting for that temporary situation to move, take yourself down memory lane.